The last session, that is in the 10th session, we have discussed about the polymer molding techniques for pressureless processing. They are classified as casting, dipping, coating, and foaming. We have discussed all the four molding techniques without application of pressure. Their equipments used for the molding, their operations and application. All these things we have discussed in the previous session. In this session, we are going to discuss about polymer molding process under pressure. Polymer molding process under pressure. Right. Sometimes the molding process is carried out under high pressure, in which the solid thermoplastic material are melted, molded, and cooled subsequently. Some of the commonly used techniques for processing under pressure are: number one, compression mold; number two, rolling or calendering; number three, extrusion; number four, blow molding; and number five, injection molding. These are the five different molding techniques used for the molding of plastic materials under pressure. We'll discuss these one by one. First one is compression molding. This for the manufacture of thick-walled components, and those cannot be plasticized in extruders. Compression molding is used. It plays an important role in the processing of elastomers and thermosets. A press consisting of fixed and moving platens is used. The plunger and the cavity components are mounted on these plates, and the parting plane is kept horizontal. The cavity is filled with the cold plastic and is melted by heating the mold under low pressure. When the melt is complete, that is, when melting is complete, the mold is closed and pressure is applied. The molding is removed by releasing the pressure once the ejection temperature is reached. The operation of the compression molder. Compression molding is uneconomical due to fact that the process has a long cycle time, as the material in the mold is heated and cooled by conduction via the mold surface. So this is about compression molding. Second one is rolling and calendering. The equipment used for this is as shown in the figure. The rolling mill consists of two rolls that are used exclusively for compounding of thermoplastics. The product that results from rolling is a sheet that can be granulated after cooling or fed in plasticated form directly into the processing equipment. PVC and rubber are processed using this technique. When the rolls are more than two in number, The polymer is to be shaped using these rolls. Then the machine is called a calender. The number of rolls in a calendar can be up to 7. However, most commonly 4 rolls are used. The rolls are made of polished cast iron and are driven individually and heated. The heating medium is usually oil or water. The temperature and speed increases from one roll to the next one. The roll mill must be able to withstand the extreme forces to which it is exposed and hence be made extremely rigid. The calendars are one of the most expensive type of processing equipment and employed for employed for the manufacture of a few special products like floor coverings and films made of plasticized polyvinyl chloride. This is about calendaring. This is the equipment used for calendaring. Next, we'll discuss about extrusion molding. This is the equipment used for extrusion molding. In this method, a wide variety of film thickness and large scale scaling processing, this extrusion molding is used. Moreover, there is no necessary for expensive solvent in the recovery system. A device known as extruder is used to melt the polymer, which is given the specific shape by a die. Later on, a cooling system is used to solidify the it at the one set. The new material is dried using heated air or vacuum before it is melted in the extruder. The extruder may be single screw extruder or twin screw extruder. The single screw extruder being the most common. The melt is filtered depending upon the desired purity, and then the filtered materials are sent to through the slots of the die. The width and thickness of the film are determined by the width of the die and the die gap respectively. The die gap can be further adjusted during the production. The melt film emerging from the die is cast onto a highly polished roll. A vacuum device prevents the entrapment of air between the melt and the roller surface. The final film that is obtained is wound onto a roll after trimming off the edges. Trimming off the edges. It is edges in a separate process. The film is cut into designated width. This is the equipment used for extrusion molding. It is a. This is actually the extruder. This is the filter. B is the filter. C is the slot die. D hair knife. E. Cooling roll. D. F. Device for measuring film thickness. G. Tension roll. This one. H. Corona treatment. Edge treatment. I. And J. Winding reel. So next method of molding using pressure is blow molding. This is the most common method of manufacturing hollow article from the thermoplastics. The most simple products and articles that are made by blow molding are bottles, ventilation ducts, suitcases, and fuel tanks for automobiles. The two processes are generally followed for blow molding. One is extrusion blow molding and other one is stretch blow molding. The blow molding is the most common method for manufacture of hollow one. The extrusion blow molding is used to extrude tubes or parison in elongated to reach the required length. The parison is then enclosed by the mold, which is then cut by a blade. It is then conveyed to the blowing station. In blowing station, a blow mandrel is inserted into the mold and actual process is subsequently carried out. It is then cooled and the finished product is removed by opening the mold. The open mold is then transferred to the position blowing to extrusion die in order to receive a new parison and the process then continues. In stretch, stretch molding is a special form of blow molding in which the mechanical properties are considerably improved. A high degree of orientation is introduced in the plastics by drawing near the glass transition temperature or crystalline melting points. The molding material is drawn not only in the circumferential direction but also in the machine direction. A mechanical ram is used for drawing the longitudinal direction. The process is carried out under low temperature with the application of high deformation forces. PVC, polypropylene, and polyethyl terephthalate are some of the materials used in this process. The blow molding can be best explained by using this figure. Here, the injection molding is performed here. It is actually heater and the sample is actually heated in the heater and it is then just introduced inside a mold. This mold is having two parts, right? And it is actually just introduced into this and it is actually closed and actual stretching is done by blowing air so that this molten material or melt is actually reaches to the up to the bottom, and then finally it is actually blown under pressure so that the material actually sticks to the mold surface inside mold surface, and then it is cooled by blowing cooling air so that it actually the plastic material will solidify and acquires the shape of the mold. Acquire the shape of the mold. See, this is a shape that is it is intended to manufacture bottles, right? A bottle shaped die is prepared, and the molten plastic material is introduced into that, and axial blowing is done so that the material, molten material actually melt or paste actually sticks to the inner surface of the mold, and then it is cooled by blowing cooling air so that the after solidification cooling is actually molten material or the plastic material is actually solidifies, and by opening the mold we can take out the moldings. We can take out the moldings. So this is about the blow molding. Next is injection molding. This is the equipment used for injection molding. The injection molding technique is significant because of its ability to manufacture complex compounding molding geometries in a single stage operation. The process is often suitable for mass production operation because of high degree of automation. The injection molding technique is a discontinuous process. The plastic pellets or granules are melted and injected under pressure into a mold cavity, wherein it is thermally cross-linked or solidified by cooling. By cooling. Thorough a through runner system, the hot melt prepared in the injection cylinder is injected into the cavity of the mold. The pressure is increased towards the end of the filling stage because of the increasing length of the flow path. After the injection phase, the holding pressure stage follows. It reduces the volume losses due to the cooling of the melt and thus avoids marks and voids in the molding. After this, the molding is cooled sufficiently so that it is dimensionally stable for ejection. When the holding pressure phase is finished, the plastic is prepared for the next cycle by plastication unit by rotating screw. The melt is transported to the area in the front of the screw by helical backward movement of the screw in the plastication cylinder against a back pressure. After this, molding is cooled and is mechanically removed from the mold by handling equipment. The entire process is fully automated and is coordinated by a control unit. So this is the equipment used for injection molding. The parts are coupling unit A, B, this is actually the mold, C, plastication unit, D, control unit, and E, the temperature control unit. Here the material is fed and it is plasticized by heating, and then it is injected into the mold cavity, and it after cooling it acquires the shape of the mold. Right? This is how the injection molding takes place in the plastic industries. Next, we'll see some of the MCQs. Question number one: for the manufacture of thick-walled components, dash molding is used. Options are A. Extrusion, B. Blow molding, C. Compression molding, and D. Injection molding. The right answer is answer C. Compression molding. Question number two: the method is used for the manufacture of special products like floor coverings and films from plasticized PVC dash is used. Options are extrusion, B. Calendering, C. Blow molding, and D. Compression molding. Answer is answer B, that is calendering. Question number 3. Plasticizers are added to synthetic plastics to dash and dash. Options are impart flexibility, to improve workability during fabrication, C. Develop new improved properties, C. All A, B, and C. Answer D is the correct answer. All A, B, C. Right. Question number 4. The process involved in the covering rubber onto their sheet or coating is on fabrics is option is called dash mastication, B. Extrusion, C. Calendering, D. Vulcanization. The right answer is answer C, that is calendering. Fifth question: the products like bottle ducts, fuel tanks for automobiles, etc. are made by dash molding. Options are A. Blow molding, B. Extrusion, C. Compression, and D. Calendering. The right answer is answer A, that is blow molding. Thank you.